Is there more than one? There's been, some people have branched out and talked about how they found other things like this in like Mongolia or something.
I love that.
That personally, I think the Texas version of the story is the best one. I think some people are just sort of adding on in order to, I just don't, it doesn't have the same sort of tone. It's not as delightful as the Texas one, so.
That's, that's part of the thing with this online forum though, is that there's different tones to it. There's, like I said, there's cross-genre with SCP stuff.
Yeah.
But it's like, at what point do you decide what's canon? And does that belong to the community? And if it belongs to the community and one member of the community goes, I think this is canon, does that make it canon? That's one of the arguments that you can make about online collaborative fiction the same way. Now, with Mystery Flesh Pit, a lot of it is done by Trevor Roberts, so it's like, well, no one really owns it at the same time.
Yeah.
But
And I have good news.
what's the good news?
Which is that I was fortunate enough to be able to reach out to Trevor and I got a response. And he loved the idea of us doing a panel on the Mystery Flesh Pit. We have Monsterama's going to do some more Mystery Flesh Pit stuff in the future. As I said before, we're going to try and contribute to the art project in some way. We're still working on that. But I reached out to him and it took him a while to get back to me, and he apologized, and the reason he apologized was because he's incredibly busy doing hundreds of illustrations for the Mystery Flesh Pit National Park role-playing game.
Oh. Oh.
And shut up and take my money. Yes. I'm already there.
Oh yeah.
Like in my head, I've already designed an engineering character to play. Although, if the rules allow you to be like a 12-year-old boy there with his annoying parents, that's, oh, there we go.
I'm suited for that role. So there's a gift shop. There's an actual gift shop also where you can do this and support the project and support the creation of more stuff. And so there's also a gift shop in the Mr. Flesh Pit too. But we have 1 minute left. Can you tell us about the clown thing in 1 minute?
The clown thing?
The beautiful mosaic thing with the digestive column. Was that it? I'm making that up. Am I making that up?
We're going to pause for a second.
Circus clowns? Didn't they have digestive? Like clown or something?
I remember that.
Well,
That one, I don't think that was me.
are you sure? I don't know anyone else who would tell me such a thing like that. But yes, so actually that's the end of our panel. So.
Yes, it is.
That is the end of our panel. Thank you so much for coming to this about online collaborative fiction.
Thank you for
I
being
hope
here.
you're inspired. I hope you go read more.
And Aubrey owes me about 15 hours of my life. Because when she says these are rabbit holes, holy moly.
I'm saying I definitely thought this presentation would take me like 2 hours to get it together, but it's like trying to do a presentation on rabbit holes. Like every time I saw something in the Mystery Flesh Pit, I was like, oh, I could read more about that.
Yeah.
Or
Okay, that's gotta be included.
this new SCP or something like that. Or I only know the first 10 levels of the backrooms. There are 999 levels of the backrooms as it turns out. And I know nothing about the people or the corporations and companies who build things in there or try to exploit it, or whether they're trying to exploit it or explore it or anything like that. So it is a rabbit hole machine, but the creativity is inspiring to me.
Yeah, it
Like,
really is.
it's just incredible. And like I said, so this is a fun fact, but also for nerds. We did like an 8-hour car trip when we were in California. We alternated between musicals and readings of SCP content. And it was awesome.
Wow.
Oh.
It was so much
Oh, that
fun.
hurts my brain. If you are a fan of cosmic horror or these sorts of conversations, I absolutely would recommend SCP Overlord and some of his other stuff. He actually, we could do a whole panel on Machinima.
Oh yeah.
Machinima is where you use a video game and you record the video game and then you turn that into a film. There's a bunch of examples of this, and he uses Machinima from, like, I think it's Call of Duty or no, Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare, yeah.
This guy starts off by using the Modern Warfare game to make SCP videos, where like an American SCP team goes through they go through a gateway, they end up in like eastern Siberia, and the gateway leads to different places, and there's monsters, and there's bad guys, and just death and destruction. It's great. But SCP Overlord is his branching into live action, and on paper, it sounds boring as snot. But he is really brilliant at making a bunch of essentially special forces and mercenaries, kind of put them in a situation where they're all walking around going, and telling these little bits and pieces of the story, and as it builds you go, oh, okay, right, because they're just bored. This is just their job. They're like stormtroopers in that respect. They're like, okay, I got my gun, what's going on over there? And then when it hits the fan, it hits the fan. Big. And at the end you go, they volunteered for this? What are they?
Yeah, it's really good.
I'm looking at you for that one.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
SCP is my favorite one for sure. I definitely think Mystery Fleshpit might be moving to number 2, even though I really like Backrooms content. The video games based around the Backrooms are also incredible, and like if you want to play them, cool, but I also watch Let's Plays of them. They are super fun. There's also that analog horror, like VHS aesthetic is a real big part of it too, because a lot of the explorations take place in like the 90s and stuff like that. So it's really good stuff. It's really good stuff, and it's driven by passion, by people who want to create things and share it with people on the internet.
Yeah.
So thank you for coming to the panel, everyone. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And I was about to say, I could
Is
say
there a
goodbye,
prize
but
that y'all
say good
give
morning.
away for this panel?
This one.
Yes, which is for 15 hours you'll be going, oh my god, I'm still doing this.
So, I'm a Meow Wolf fan. So Liv and I, my ex and bestie, we went to Omega Mart in Las Vegas.
Oh, I've heard of this.
So if you've never been, you should go. It's basically this.
Your fault.
Yeah.
Yeah. And we were in there, and you can play the game. You can just wander around, or you can actually play and try and do the game. It took us like 5 hours. But like at halfway mark, we
I'll
went
see you in the morning.
to this
See you in the morning.
side and we watched. They had some movies playing or whatever and about
I would-
the story and so forth, you know.
Be careful.
And like
It would be
sitting
nice to
down,
say
and
Venus
people
Boulevard,
coming
but
up,
I
walking
live too
over there.
close to.
And she and I literally started
Punctuation, I'm
crying
15 minutes away. I'm just Ubering.
in
There you go.
public,
Punctuation.
watching this like 15-minute video that's on repeat, literally, you know, crying.
I'm tired.
And
Later, I'll see you in the morning.
all right. And we're like, are we seriously
I'll see you tomorrow.
crying?
Brian, you know Mega Mart?
In Omega Mart, halfway through, we wouldn't even solve the whole mystery, but we had become so invested in these fake characters
Oh.
that then we're watching this video that shows
Partly,
uh,
yeah, partly.
kind of
You're the
a
official
culmination, if you
Partly,
will,
yes.
of